Welcome back to It's City Skylines time with Mr. Jokey. Today we're picking up right where we left off last time. Last time I spent the whole episode building a crazy turnpike, as is my habit. You thought this was crazy, wait till you see that one. Ta-da! Nuts, right? I wouldn't wanna be the driver who goes up there. Like, if you don't know this area, you're gonna get screwed. You're gonna turn off somewhere, end up in a completely different part of town, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Anyway, today we're gonna buy a new area to begin with. What area I should buy? I should buy one, like this one's got oil in it, so I feel like I should buy that one and create more industries. But I feel like I should buy that one also, because then we would have a perfectly, like, this one, and that one, and that one, then we would have a perfectly shaped square. But I don't know. Let's see. We can't really move from here, which sucks a bit. That makes me worry that these are the edges of the map, that this is gonna be it for the town. So maybe I'll buy this one to see if it indeed is the edge of the map. Also, I can continue my my office spots through there. Next upgrade is at 65,000 people airport. Ooh, that's gonna be awesome. Alright, airport. What is this? A new building, a science center. Inside the science center, top-notch scientists from all over the world work to find out more about the world we live in. Their latest discoveries are presented to visitors in exhibitions. Requirements for building a fusion power plant. Right. So basically it's like a scientific expo center with science actually happening in there. Stadium. I don't want to build a stadium downtown, but I do want to build the expo center down here somewhere. Maybe like once we expand it, over here would be nice. But let me first double check our resource panel. See what's in here. Fertile land, I don't really care about. There's ore industry over here. It's not the best spot for our industry to happen, I guess. But there's not much we can do about it, I suppose. So we can bend the offices down this way and create sort of a buffer zone between here and the industrial zone that's going to be over there, just mining and everything. We can continue the offices going this way too, so it's going to be like a loop, kind of a noodle shaped office area. Alright. We might have more demand for offices in fact, so let's just go and build them right away. Start by building this path just along the banks of the lake. So this is where I'm gonna do the buffer. I'm just gonna go and cut a straight line from here. So first I'm gonna draw this there, and then I'm gonna cut. Kind of gonna try to make it parallel to this one, but just eyeball it so it's not gonna be perfect. I think this way. Yeah. That's it. Let's bulldoze this up or down. Don't really bulldoze things up, right? Let's blow that a little bit. Why are people leaving? What's their issue? Let's check out the resource. I mean the information panels to see what the people's problems are. Power, no issue. Water, no issue. Garbage, don't even tell me that you have problems with garbage again, because you guys are fucking ridiculous when it comes to trash. You don't have issues with garbage, it's good. Education, Elementary education is fine. High school education is not fine. In fact, it is very not fine. Okay, I'll build a new high school. Right over. Come on, damn it. Right over there. There you go, new high school. Now you all should have enough capacity to go to school. Yeah? Alright. Education overlay, high school. We'll come back and check it later. University is good. I'll wait a bit far for these people. I don't like, what are you complaining about? You just have to go down the street. Like, this is literally closer than my school was my last semester. Honestly. Granted, you don't have buses coming down to your school, but mine was coming once an hour, so basically the same thing. Citizens' happiness. Everybody's happy, more or less. Commercial happiness is not great. I'm not entirely sure why, because there is no like tooltip that tells you what makes commercial stuff happy. Healthcare, good. There's only one sick person, 1400 capacity. Deathcare, very few people dying, and we have a capacity of many more people than how many are dying. That's good. Levels. Residential levels. Okay, the darkest is level 5, so all our residential stuff here is level 5. Commercial level 3 is the darkest here, so all of this is level 3. Offices. Let's check out our offices. Offices are pale, so I think they're level. Let's say this is that color, so level 2. And let's check out our industry. We have some level 3 industry, most level 2, and some level 1 industry, I think. Yep. Okay. Not sure what levels up industry, I'll look into it for next episode. Wind, we don't have any wind turbines. Currently a waste of time since we have 3 solar powers running the whole city. But yeah, somehow the biggest wind is on the lakes. And over there on the other side here, which is where we can build some of them, some of the wind turbines. Traffic is crazy on these intersections as per usual. I'm actually more surprised that it's not on these intersections. Whatever, right? Pollution, we got a bit of pollution over there, over here, over there. This whole thing is just pollution incarnate. Here's our garbage thingy that makes the water dirty. Whatever. Noise. Crazy busy. Crazy busy over here. And along these main streets. Not surprising. Fire safety. Fire safety hazard low. Okay. It's mostly because of this. There's still a fire hazard. Might actually build a small fire station over here. Safety, crime rate is 4%. It's really, I don't really even see where it is, so it's good. Public transportation, we have 1,200, almost 1,300 people transported a week. So that's good. I think that's a decent amount of people for how small our city is. It could be better, but I'm not complaining. Population, we don't have very many children, so I don't know what the elementary education is needed for. Got a bunch of teens, no young adults, or is that purple? Is that just funky colored purple on the pie chart? It is, okay. Alright, adults, don't see any adults. And I don't see any seniors yet. We have a 13% unemployment rate. That's actually really high. That's actually not good. Now this is outside connections. Import. All of this stuff is importing stuff. All of our stuff is exporting stuff. That's good. Tourism. Oh, no one goes here. A couple of people come here for shopping. I don't know why. Like, do you not have shops in your own town? People come here for opera and for, I don't know, for this transport tower. Really? It's a weird place to go as a tourist. Yay, mom, let's go to a transport tower. Why? So I want to see all the people who work there. Okay, let's go. Land value high, really high in our residential area. That's good. Resources, we know we don't have very many right now. Our districts and our leisure. These people need more leisure. Those people need more leisure, and these people need more leisure. Jesus. Okay. Unique buildings. Alright, whatever. So we just spent half of our episode just checking those panels out. It's an important part of the game though if you want to know what's wrong with your town. I don't really see why the people are leaving. We just lost people under the level of what we've just unlocked. Let's check out the nuclear power plant. What does it say on the tooltips and everything? The power of the atom is in your hands. This power plant does not create ground pollution, but does emit noise pollution, high water usage. And it creates 640 megawatts. Costs 200,000 to build. How much do these each produce? 200. Okay, hold on, let me just give it a thought. Upkeep 8,000 a week. Upkeep 1,800 a week. So this is much better. And I'm a guy who likes nuclear power plant. I think it's the way to go. I mean, reusable energy like solar power and dams and everything, those are nice. But I think nuclear power has the benefit that it needs people to research sort of ways of nuclear power, which I think will eventually get us to, you know, more efficient nuclear power and maybe even supersede the nuclear part of nuclear power and just go to a completely different style of power. But still, the research would have to stem from nuclear research, in my opinion. So I'm a real proponent of that. Obviously, there's a problem with nuclear waste, but you know what? There are companies like SpaceX who can get a kilogram of cargo up to orbit for much cheaper than it used to be. So I think eventually we could just, you know, ship the nuclear waste off to space and just dump it into the sun, or, you know, just shoot it out of the solar system and have someone else deal with it. Hopefully it's not going to start a war millions of years from now, because it's going to hit some poor sod someplace else. But yeah, I really like nuclear power. Czech Republic has a nuclear power plant that is still, it's finished, it's working, but it still has the potential to build, I think, 2 more blocks. But people in Austria don't even let me start it. Don't let me even get started on the whole lobbying that goes around that. The people in Austria are basically not happy about the nuclear power plant. It's somewhat understandable because it's close to them. They're all like, well, what if there's a nuclear meltdown? Let me tell you, if there's a nuclear meltdown in that power plant, then we're all in deep shit. But the thing is that this isn't 1970s, alright? This isn't the first era of nuclear power plants that are unsafe and everything. Nuclear power plants today are nothing like they were back in the Chernobyl days. And I've been in that power plant on a tour. They gave us a tour of the whole thing, including the command center. is a bit complicated because you're technically, you know, it's a safety hazard to let anybody go there. But we were just a school trip, so they did that for us. I don't think they do it for like general public. No, they have the background check anyhow. And basically, there is no way that a human can influence the power plant into a meltdown like Chernobyl style. If you're not familiar with what happened to Chernobyl, basically it was just human error coupled with bad luck. If I'm understanding it right, Chernobyl was running some tests, some diagnostics on some of their systems, and for those diagnostics to work properly, they had to turn off some other systems. There was a diagnostic system of the emergency system or something like that, so it's even ironic. And so they turned that off, and then the power plant started overheating, and the pressure in the reactor started rising, and it lifted the pressure in the steam pressure in the reactor lifted the lid of the reactor off it, which caused radiation leak, right? And so they immediately initialized manual override for all like security measures and everything, but unfortunately, because the lid rose from the reactor, they couldn't actually lower the rods that would stop the nuclear reaction in the reactor from continuing. So basically, they were left with a reactor they couldn't stop, and you know, there was very little they could do. But nothing like that can happen today because none of the security features that they turned off are in the hands of people. Nobody can turn those off today in any power plant, as far as I know, unless it's like an old style power plant that is going to be decommissioned soon. You could say, yeah, well, what about Fukushima? You know what? I can say that the Japanese are one of the few people on the planet who know how to construct proper tsunami walls. I think the other people are Dutch. Everyone else is just, you know, don't even try, just ask them to do it for you. But Fukushima was just, how can you ever be prepared 100% for every eventuality, right? I mean, if you build a 100-foot wall to protect you against tsunamis, then a tsunami comes and the tsunami is 101 feet, then, well, your wall is useless, right? So it's more of a being prepared for eventualities problem than it is a problem of nuclear power plants. There might as well have been a school there, and the wall wouldn't have protected the school, and then we would be reading about how all these poor school children got wiped out, right? Because I mean, obviously they would be evacuated, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. So yeah, so don't blame nuclear power for your problems. It's not its fault. It's usually just people's fault, or just the nature's fault. You know, nature is a vicious thing. Okay, oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, it is, until you get mauled by a bear or you're in the middle of a fucking hurricane. Granted, hurricanes are actually pretty amazing, but still. Okay, let me fix up this bit. Just upgraded all the roads while talking about nuclear power. There we go. There's one more bit somewhere that I didn't upgrade because it couldn't be upgraded. Where was it? Over here, I think. Somewhere up, right there. Go. Build it or blow it, it's all the same to me. There we go. All roads now look beautiful. Oh, this one doesn't. Well, let me fix you right up then. There you go. This one doesn't, but whatever, I'm gonna be bulldozing that one. Oh, this one didn't get upgraded either. Jeez, Jokey. Miss some more stuff, why don't you? Right, everything is good here. This didn't get upgraded on purpose. Alright. Alright. I hope you didn't mind that not much happened in this episode, but it was enlightening for you, no doubt. Not very many people know very many things about nuclear power plants other than what the TV tells them, so hopefully if you're interested in nuclear power, look it up a little bit. It's not that complicated, you don't need to look up formulas for how nuclear fusion works or whatever, you know. So anyway, let's end this episode right here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to my nuclear power ramble. Please like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to know when the next episode's out and when the when other series are out. And thank you so much for watching, and stay safe and stay tuned to Mr. Jokey Gaming on YouTube.